I spoke with him when we got back from Arizona. I can't give you the exact date, but I spoke with him then. I haven't spoken with him since that time. We're supporting him academically right now. And, my goal is for him to get his degree.
Does he have any opportunity to rejoin the program in the future?
I really haven't given that much thought. I've been kind of focused on the guys that are with us in Arizona. It's similar to what we did, I think, we went through last year at the offensive line. We had a good group. If you look at the guys that graduated between 2008 and 2009 up front for us offensively, you include guys like Brueggemann, Olsen, and then, the next year, Balaga, Dace. I'm probably leaving somebody out. Who else am I leaving out?
Eubanks.
Roth, yeah, Eubanks. So, we had lost two pretty good classes there. And I think it's kind of similar here. We got two outstanding leaders with Mike Daniels and Broderick Benz, coming back. They both played well for us, and they'll certainly be the guys that we start with. And I think we've got a lot of interesting players. I can envision us probably playing 6 to 8 guys next year, as opposed to we were pretty locked in with 5 this past year. So I think it's we're looking forward to the competition, see how the guys do. I think well. He's one of the kids too that we probably could have, inched him along last year and thrown him in there a little bit. We talked about it a little bit in August, and he and a guy in the offense were kind of in similar category. We decided to hold him back, and I think that'll be a good thing. But we're expecting him to be in the mix.
Was that other guy in offense Sheriff?
Yeah, could have been. Yeah. He's a candidate. Yeah, no question. And, when he's running it back against Michigan State, I was thinking about maybe offense even. But we need him on defense, obviously. So he's really done a good job there. That was something he showed in high school. He did a nice job with ball skills in high school. Quarterback. I think it was a big 33 game. He ran back a punt or a kick. I can't remember which it was, but. And quite frankly, the fastest I've seen him run, 2 fastest times I've seen him run right now are, the Michigan State and Missouri game. So. But he's a good young player. We're really excited about him. Well, I mentioned earlier, I'm not the smartest guy, and I've never been able to figure out that math. I've been watching that for 10 years now, or 12 years. It's not a new phenomenon, people oversigning. We've always had a policy in the Big Ten regulating. In fact, it was whatever year it was, we expanded to 3 oversigns. We're allowed to do that. And really, I'm not comfortable doing that. I don't think we as a program are comfortable doing that because, again, we try to recruit guys that we think are going to be eligible. We'll take a chance here and there, but not a ballpark or out of the park type thing typically. So I just don't know what you tell somebody if you tell them, hey, we want you to come, and then all of a sudden, boy, guess what? We don't have a spot for you. I'd really be uncomfortable having that conversation. But apparently other people can do it. I don't know what happens in other places. I haven't figured that out. But it's a different world certainly in other spots. Doesn't make it right or wrong, but it's just different. Yeah, two things. He is healthy, and then secondly, we're probably more eager than you are to see what happens this year with him. And probably the biggest debate right now is he going to work inside or outside. His single best play since he's been here was what he did at the Inside Bowl. He made a play right in front of our bench that was, if he's got a few more of those in his pocket, that would be great, and I'm sure hoping he does. And I think that the thing about it is right now, you made a real significant point. The injury he went through 2 years ago was very extensive. I mean, it was, I thought he came back amazingly well and amazingly fast from that, from the way it was described to me. And it was a non-contact injury. I'll just elaborate a little bit. It was a non-contact injury, and the medical staff said they'd never seen it like that from a non-contact injury. Now, a guy on a motorcycle, that's a different deal. But so for him to come back the way he did, I think was that was really something. And then secondly, he's going into a senior year right now, and when that window gets tight, I think he should bring the best out of players. So he's coming off an injury. I think he's eager to get back on the field. We're really eager to see him compete. We've had conversations, and we recruited him under the premise that he'd be a quarterback, and part of it was too that we wanted to see him on the field, see how he'd progress and improve, and he's done a nice job. So he fully, we've had that conversation. He fully wants to compete for the job, and we're on board with that because he's got, I think, a lot of upside. Probably the question down the road is if he's not the first team quarterback, then will he play on special teams? And that's a conversation we'll have to have, but I think he could help us certainly, and maybe could have helped us last year. But it just wouldn't have been wise, I don't think, to burn his year last year to put him out there as much as he probably could have helped us, or maybe could have helped us, speculating a little bit.